Hello and welcome. Yig here. Today we are looking at Debugging Hero. This is a roguelite that just came out. It's I believe it was about $10. It was on sale when I bought it. And it has really an interesting concept. Now, it is a bit rough. I'm going to say that. Kind of, not necessarily rough. I'll explain as I go. If you like the gameplay you see here, there'll be a link to the Steam page in the description. And if you want to help the channel grow, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Okay, so imagine this is you. And when you hit R, you have these. These are your variables for your character. You're literally the idea, the plot is that we have this debugging sword, and it allows us to actually change the variables on us and other things. AKA, we are the sort of you don't do that much during debugging. Like, you don't play too much with variables unless you're tracking something down, but it ends up being a really interesting way to do things, and it pauses time when you do that. So we'll go through a couple. Hopefully we'll get through like one or two of the bosses. I'm kind of stuck at one boss. Oh, let me tear. Okay, so now when we are going to start enemies, and we do that, and we open up our debugging window, the interesting part is now these cards are actually a little bit higher. Let me see here. Okay, so your meta progression is right here. I just beat him. I've been stuck at this boss for a couple of days. And this is where all of your meta progression is. As you beat each individual boss, you get progressively better cards. You get other things like that. Number of storage slots, that's how many cards you get. And then, of course, base variables, number of cards, charges, which is an interesting thing, and then of course base variables again. I'm on the easy difficulty right now because it was pretty rough until you got about here. Once you get to the orc, normal's not too terrible, but until then these numbers are a little low for how fast it's scaled for me to be able to get through it, so that's why we're doing that. Now, what we have here is we have hit points. Now, hit points also has a max, and as it says, any hit points exceeding the max will be lost. So if I heal above 100, which I know is what the max is, that hit point will go away. So this is not a good place for us to spend that. We're going to spend this right here on this. But what we're going to do here is we could take like this guy and just delete him if we want. He's gone now. But what we can do is we can actually go to their attack. And here's your interesting part. And now they don't do any damage to me. Look, they can even hit me. Because we can play with those variables, we get the ability to do stuff like this. And that basically breaks down the entire thing with the game. And you get interesting stuff. So you can get these heroes that come with you, and you're going to use those a lot. Those are actually really good. They're very key because you have a lot of things that heal them and do stuff. And then you have things like this. This is amazing, by the way. When this says it increases their stats, it means it increases it by a lot. Now, there's some cool stuff because as you're going along, right now we have three variables. We have hit points, we have strength, and we have durability. But there's actually other variables. All right, let's throw this over here. I don't think... Yeah, we'll go ahead. Generally, I try to keep a couple good variable cards that I think are going to help me out a lot on hand. Let's get our DPS up. This guy hits hard in the beginning, so... It is a patience sort of game. Oh, that was terrible of me. It is a sort of a patience game. You're not really expecting... You shouldn't be expecting to, like, combo them down every time. Oh, this is actually really cool. We're going to definitely take this. Now, this is another cool card that like shows up and does something for a run. In this case, every time a variable refresh, okay, every time we get those provided variables every turn, we're also getting a grenade now. So we can actually just do that on those guys. And the interesting part is, so for example, like I want to make sure he's dead. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Now he has no defense. Make him have no defense. Now both of them have no defense. I can use the spare on this. You notice this trap over here also has stuff you can do. You could delay it so it never goes off. You could actually remove all of the damage, which is something you'll want to think about, especially if you have a lot of... Oh yeah, look at that. We did so much damage. Ooh. You can actually deflect if you time it right and you hit into their attack. You can actually deflect their attack too. There's a lot of really cool stuff, and that was why I was really excited to show this. And it's pretty hard. It took me a while to actually get to the point where I felt like comfortable being able to show it and not just be like, hey, this is me being a moron. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some amusement value to me being a moron, but maybe not right now. All right, let's see. Let's take our smallest card. Let's just do this to make sure he's going to go. Since we have bunch of cards over here. We will heal ourselves this turn, and you get all kinds of variable cards. And hopefully we're going to see a couple of the really good ones in here, because they do so much. And you can get... These guys, by the way, they've already patched in new behaviors for this guy. When I first started playing, that guy would just stand there. There's another... Oh, this... Now we upgraded our grenade. That's amazing. So yeah, you'll get these. These play as cards down there, as variable cards do. So you can heal yourself. You can actually bring out traps. This thing, when you upgrade it, is ridiculous. I'm just going to grab all y'all guys and bring you all into one little spot. Okay, perfect. All right. So we're going to take this and we're going to... I think we're going to keep pumping that. We'll just go ahead and eliminate your resistances. Oh yeah, we have extra cards, so this guy's resistances can get out of here too. He's still at 65%, and he's going to be the same. But they don't have very much life. So at 80 life, they're going to die as soon as we hit this button. So I think... Oh. As soon as we hit that button. Oh no! We missed two. That was my fault because I didn't have it properly prepped at the beginning. So sometimes you'll get these really super high variable cards during the run. They are so good, especially if you get certain kinds of things. And like if you open the variable for hostility, you can actually convert them to being your friends. Hopefully we will actually find one of those. That's one of my favorite ones. Now we are full up on cards. We actually need to just dump cards here. So you don't get to do damage. You're probably not going to do any damage this time either. And let's go for this 68 over here. You don't get to do damage. We'll go ahead and throw that over there. That'll take care of both of those guys. And we'll just make this guy like that. And then we just got to take out this guy. Ooh. Oh, I did block it. Okay. I'm not great at that block, so... Sometimes you get end up with too many variable cards, as you saw. So sometimes she takes 20% more damage is kind of not thrilling to me. We're at the point now where we have way too many health cards because we just have so many of them, but we'll be able to unload them on this guy. All right, I'm actually going to skip the story. The story is actually really cute, and so you'll want to see that portion of it. Okay, so, all right, man. We're just going to start like this. We're going to go, you didn't need that. You don't need those. You definitely don't need that ability to do damage. And we'll even shave a little off your thing there. And we're going to free grenade every single turn. That's going to be great for us. So every time that... He's going to do a 2 swipe dash? No. I thought his dash was 2 swipes. Yeah, there it is. Ow. Ooh. Oh, I don't know why I ran away. He can't do any damage to me until... Right there. You'll see there's divisions in his life bar down here. Each time he hits you hit a division, his attack and defense get refilled. Hit points do not. Now, the interesting thing about this is when you're really early in the game, using these for hit points just doesn't make sense. Taking down the attack values, so much more effective. On the other hand, later, let's go ahead and give ourselves... Oh, we could. Here we go. We'll take that projectile and we'll actually add a little bit of extra life damage on it. So, boop. And you can see, like, it works really good. And there's all kinds of neat interactions that you can get going on, and they are great. And yeah, I'm gonna throw these into that because at this moment we're gonna go like this. We're actually gonna do a huge amount of damage, and he'll probably just die from that, to be honest. So let's see. Oh, nope, and I even took some damage for it. There we go. So yeah, the variable system, the way they do the upgrades, I think is really well done. Now my only but with it is that the story and everything, you kind of go through the same story beats every time, which isn't too bad, and the areas are a little... You're kind of going through the same levels over and over again, but it does... Like I said, I wouldn't be showing it to you if I didn't enjoy it, and I've actually played a good chunk of time on it. Let me go check how much that is real quick. All right, I just checked. I'm actually just under 8 hours, like seven hours or so. Ooh, let's see. Do we go with the... We could do 600% of our normal attack. That would actually make that thing crank out the damage. This, though, this is cool because now here's an interesting thing you start doing. This just keeps getting more damage, but this, it's already increasing the number of heroes that it clear on the map rewards, but now it'll actually, when we apply a positive debug to an ally, it will actually put part of that on everybody else. We don't have any allies yet, so we're going to stay with the grenade, but it is a really cool upgrade. Like, there's some really interesting stuff that I really, and like I said, that's why I wanted to make sure I should show this off, because there's some stuff in here that you don't normally see in a lot of roguelites, and there's some stuff that is just, okay, I'm going to hold on to that for a brief moment. Yeah, that's right, boys. Oh, that's right. Oh, no, let me free. I regret everything. Okay. And we'll just pretend that never happened. Oh, there you go. We'll take that extra positive variable. That's always nice. That bomb is just crazy. Okay, let's see. We'll go 30% here, then we'll go 50 here. That's going to help us out there. We'll just get rid of... See, these guys all have a pretty decent chunk, but we can... Since we have so many cards, we can kind of... You know what we could just do? Boop. And that, and... Now we gotta let them all be free for a brief moment. Come on, boys. Come on. There you go. I mean, we probably could have just walked around in that, so. Friendly projectiles. This is interesting, and I've never really been able to... You saw we just did a projectile, but I haven't really done a lot to the projectiles, but I think with this 50% bonus, there might be a time where that's very handy. So, we have... My water ball's in the way. We have 144, 126, 138. That's not terrible. I think I like it better than any of that stuff, so at the very least, that will work for that reason. All right, let's hope... Hoping one of these is going to give us a good crazy reward, because there's some rewards in here that really make it shine what you're doing with the system. Okay, I'm just going to do that. Technically, we could make it bigger, but we don't need to. So let's go with you, sir. Don't do any damage. You, sir. Don't do any damage. You, sir. Barely do any damage. And then... Who gets our remainder? Let's go ahead and take all his armor. All right, let's crank up our armor too. I think we want the armor on this one. So, oh, we probably could have. I mean, 0 damage is 0 damage. All right, let's grab our archer here. I kind of want this. This is great, but I'm going to take this archer. These archers now, when I say that they're like different, they get like way less damage when you don't have that ribbon. Like I think this is 100 or 90, and then this is like 80, I believe. So it can actually, it makes a pretty big difference. And those guys can get really tough. Like I've had them actually take the boss out while I was basically doing stuff. I'm over here like, okay, I'm doing this over here. I think we're gonna miss the guy at the bottom no matter what we do. That's okay. We'll just do it that way. Okay, there we go. He's got 194, but we can just chop him out right there. There we go. The game kind of wants you to be slow and methodical. It does give you the ability to play at a faster pace, though, which is nice. So it's kind of your choice. Projectiles piercing through is really good, but again, it's like I really eventually will want to try that. I don't do a lot of projectiles, though. That's what I'm kind of wondering. Is there something I haven't seen that allows her? She throws knives with a dash. There's an ability that does that. That makes perfect sense. Okay, let's grab that. Now, when you have a person like this, and you have a trap like this, it can be in your best interest to do that, because I'm not going to say that they're a little slow sometimes, but they are definitely... I don't want you to do any damage, sir. I don't think so. Who else do we got here? We got this guy right here. We have all these giant variables that we don't want to mess too much around with. Oh, there you go. That's what we need right there. Boop. Oh, we parried on that one. Yeah, it does help them. Like, they don't get hit by it either. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, let's do it. All right. It does help the enemy not get hit by it, but it does it makes a pretty big difference. It's kind of crazy how much. All right. She's going to knock 67% off of that. But what we want to get rid of is we want to get rid of her damage for now, because she hurts. She hurts real bad. Okay, so now you see we have attack speed, which is cool. And we can actually increase his attack speed too, which is what I'm actually going to do. Because you can increase his attack speed by a lot with the variable cards that I have now. And he will start doing absolutely wonderful amounts of damage. Oh. Okay, sometimes that whip comes out and it's... Oh, yeah, look at how much damage he did. That is just crazy. He's doing better damage than we are. Faster, faster. All right, let's just take this down. Unfortunately, at the very top end, because of the diminishing returns, it also means your diminishing returns on how much you remove from the damage. So it's kind of an interesting stat. Okay, you're going to hit him, which is not at all what I want to happen. Okay, I am almost dead, so I'm going to do that. We are going to go ahead and take your... We could technically start... We could actually just cruise down on life. What does that put us at? Okay. That. Okay. We're like 1 or 2 arrows away from her just getting tanked. All right. Yeah, hopefully, I really like there is an actual story too. We're skipping it, but there is a story that's actually pretty cute. You're not supposed to be a hero. Dad doesn't approve. But it's all you want to do is be a hero, you know, because Dad's a hero. All right, let's see here. We're both healed up all the way. I don't have. Maybe we do that just to make sure. Oh, we have 2 grenades. I forgot to throw the grenade last time. Yes. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and take yours away. Let's go ahead and take yours away. Go ahead and take yours away. We'll start on yours. We can actually get rid of that already. All right, let's see where they go. Okay, there is some clustering. That's what we needed. We just wanted some clustering. That's 2 down. And then we can actually use our other one, which should hit both of them. Let's go ahead and give him a little bit more armor. There we go. Perfecto. Ah, yes. Yes, we got the best. Yes, it's the best. It's the bestest variable ever. All right, so let's see here. This guy does 55. He has pretty tanky, too. This guy has 320. Can I make it through that? I think I can. And that's a lot. But is he actually? Well, that defense is what's doing it. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. Let's take this guy down right here. We're going to take him. And kerzap we go. We have a friend. All right. We might be able to get both of them on that one. And let's go ahead and apply. Let's go ahead and apply a lot more damage to him. And the reason for that is, well, we did get a little here too. The reason for that, oh yeah, there we go, is we just want to, oh yeah, that works so good. All right, we do need a recovery card because we're starting to have allies. Once you got allies, you got to kind of keep a recovery card or 2 on there. Like I said, sometimes you want to disable this because your allies do not pay any attention to this. They are not aware that it is there. They will stand right on the trap and die. All right, let's go with... I think I kind of want to get some more attack speed on myself. All right, but let's go ahead and make it so you don't do any damage. You do very little damage. In fact, that very little is none. Let's keep that 70. Take this guy and this guy. And then we'll just go right here. Okay, nope, you're not in the right place yet. There we go. Now you are in the right place. Just take and drop that. Bombs away. Oh, he moved. Can't have that. No moving. Moving is bad. Ooh, do we get the big variable cards? So we can... Yeah, because then we can get more bosses. We can get more big guys. I want to capture a boss. I found a card that will let me do it, but I haven't had that combination when I've reached a boss yet. Because there's multiplier cards as well. And there was a combo that I was like, oh, this is good. If this works, it's going to be amazing. It worked. And it was amazing. But it's a there's a 0.2 multiplier. Let's just remove some life. Now let's let them bunch up just a little bit more. Okay, there we go. That'll work. Our archer actually did the work there for us, which is pretty handy. All right. All right, there we go. Did we go? Yeah, okay, we'll grab that. Again, we're gonna grab ourselves some more guys, so. And these guys are a little tougher than the ones that were out there in the beginning. Like even the little guys are. So it can be pretty worth it. All right, let's see here. Is that guy a melee? Yeah, I think he is a melee. Well, let's see. No. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Okay, let's give you just a little more speed. Let's go ahead and take you. And I think we're going to go ahead and take this guy too. We are the Taken King from Destiny. All right, now we should be able to do that. There we go. Hey, problem solved. Ah, we reduce our dash with that. Nice. I think we'll take this variable though, because that's a lot of. Oh, that's right. There are guys. Haha. Yeah, Mr. Orc Warrior, what do you got? Because I got all your friends. Yeah, there was one that does a 0.2 multiplier, so it can get it down to. I'm pretty sure I could get one of these bosses captured if I just reach them with a couple of good cards plus a 0.2 multiplier. I think that's gonna really work. All right, let's see here. Let's go with. Does everybody get a? Everybody does get a little piece. Okay, so we will keep doing that, and they all can attack faster, and that'll be great. But what we're gonna do is we're also gonna make sure that we attack faster. Let's grenade him, but first, let's shave some of that defense off. That'll work. Oh yeah, look at that. These boys are taking him to town. All right, let's see. You, Mr. Orc, are missing a little bit of life. So we're going to have to pay attention to that later. We do have a card to fix that, though. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's just go ahead and chunk down that attack and make sure he's not doing too much. We'll decrease that, too. And then we will go with... I'm going to go ahead and give you a little bit extra hit points there. Oh yeah, we're just pushing him phase by phase. We're bullying the... He's getting bullied now. All right, let's see here. If we zap this much off of his armor, I think we'll get it down to about 45%. Oh, wow, that's going to be... And remember, our bomb does a factor of our damage, 600%. To be exact, where is he? He's in this mess. Dash. Oh yeah. See, that worked perfectly. We just went right into the next phase because we tore his armor down to the point where he really just couldn't. All right, let's go ahead and give you. Let's give all of you guys some attack. Okay, there we go. And he got grenaded out of existence. They do have some pretty good patterns. We just happen to get a really good thing where we can grenade him out of existence. Now, this time I'll properly show you. When you go to check guild supplies, this will enhance one of your previous things. This will actually give you a selection of variable card selection, just like when we have that. And this does all of them, but you're probably never going to use that. I think what we'll do is I kind of want to upgrade this. And the reason I want to do that is I kind of want to put that in there. But the lower the hit points, the greater the debug value. See, I don't know if that's great, but I do want this because I'd like more stat spread when we're adding. And that'll help us out quite a bit. All right. All right, what do we got? What do we got? He 420. He's got 50%. He's got a lot of life too, though. Like, let's do it. That's why we brought them. I'm gonna have to use all my variable cards, but he is now ours. All right, let's let the rest of these guys get down here. There we go. Take those two out. Go up plus 20 on you. There we go. Bloop. Oh, ow, I got hit. No, see, he just stand there. He'll just stand there. We gotta get him out of there. This is the daggers. This is where our piercing would be. There we go. Okay, grab that. Come on. Get off get up. I even warned you about it, and I still took too much damage. All right. Ooh. We don't quite have enough. We do have enough to get him. So let's just keep taking over. I mean, hey, if the army is our army by the end of it, I think things are going pretty well. All right, let's give everybody a little bit more attack. These guys... Okay, this is where we're gonna put it. And then... let's see where we go. They took out the other one for us. Hold the attack key to charge up. Oh, this was really fun. I actually used that for a while. Debug value for projectiles. That's a lot. I think we'll do that, though. Let's check it out. Shoing! It even increases your normal one, though. So even if you don't charge it, you still get a bonus. All right, let's see here. Okay, where am I? I am... Okay. I am not as good on life as I would like to be. So... let's... what do we got here? What do we got? We don't quite have enough to hit 300, which is a bit of a bummer. Because, hey, more guys on wolves. That'd be great. Maybe, though, we can grab, like, one of these dudes. And he's not bad. I'm sure he's not bad. He's a good guy now. All right, let's get these. Oh, there you go, boys. Give me the jackpot. Oh, there was still one guy alive. All right, I think we will need this because everybody's gonna get a little scuffed up here and there. Okay. First things first, we'll go with that. Then we will go with all of you guys get some more attack speed, and all of you guys get some more attack speed. And I'm going to go ahead and heal everybody. Okay, now user, I think that's going to do. Ooh, we parried both of them. Very nice. That's a huge variable. That's so tempting. 60% sounds really good, like an extra 15%, but that variable. Ooh. That means that we can get ourselves a veritable new member of our army here. Ooh, what about you, man? Speak of the devil. 120 attack. 540 on that stat. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. All right, so now we're at 172, which we definitely can do. All right, so let's get rid of these two smaller ones. Smallest. Ooh, that guy. Oh, that was me. Why did I do that? I zapped my own stats. Give them back. All right, let's throw this there. There we go. 'Cause he's gonna go take care of business for us down there. I can tell you that already. Like, See, he's just like, nah, we doing this now. This is the fight. This is what I've been waiting for. Is like, let's get to a fight where we have just an army of people. Yeah, see, look, like if you multiplied that by 0.2, that would be within reach of a few held cards. Sadly, we will not be able to hit 1,450 though. And I don't know if hers actually I don't know if this resets because I've never tried it. Let's try it actually. We're going to be at 13 and some change. It's an odd number, so if it resets, it'll almost always probably be an even number generally. Oh, let's go there. Okay. Right. She's very angry about something. It seems to be involving her. Oh, it does carry over. Oh, interesting. So if that does, well, hold on. Let's make sure, because sometimes when they hit this last one, it does a thing. It's the best way I can describe it. All right, let's see. I think a little bit more attack speed for the troops. We will grenade you again, and then I will get out of the grenade thing. Oh. Okay, so now we've hit that one. We still hasn't moved, which is a good sign, because that means that might be more within reach than I thought it was, and clearly that would be great. Being able to capture a boss would be fantastic. She can't even do enough damage to them to really do much. Okay. No, it didn't. Okay, so it doesn't reset at all. These reset if you, like, mess with them on those waves. They get reset to different numbers. So I expected that to be that on that one, too. But, yeah, no, that's actually really good. I probably should have taken this down just to get rid of half of that. Where am I? Shh. That's me. The army is great. Did everybody survive? I think everybody survived too. Look at that. Silly. Ignore the cutscene. You see nothing. Skip. All right. So, I am off to the main menu. We're going to call that here. Hopefully I can continue. I'm pretty sure I can continue. I'm like 90% sure I can continue. I might not be able to. I don't know. I don't think I've tried yet, so don't know. Actually, we can just hit the start button. See what happens. Nope, so you don't get to continue. That is a bit of a bummer. That is, I would like to see some sort of continuation thing. That would be good. But anyhow, this has been Debugging Hero. This is a super fun game. Playing with the variables and getting the different variables in run actually gives it a huge amount of variety, and it's a fairly cheap game too, like $10. So again, there'll be a link to the Steam page in the description. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you come back for the next one. And as always, I hope you have a great day.